Hey everybody, welcome to another Marketing Monday with MD Web Pro. My name's Stuart, and today we're talking Twitter. We've set up a nice Twitter toolbox for you, and let's get in. First in our toolbox we have Twitter, the social media platform. 140 characters, that cute little bird, but there's a lot more to that. It's really an impressively robust network of people around the world who are engaging with anyone. One of the great things about Twitter is it's opened up a two-way street. So physicians connect with patients, physicians can connect with other physicians, healthcare marketers can sit down and discuss and figure out what tools would better serve the community. So in Twitter, you've got 140 characters to send out a tweet. And a tweet is an idea. You're able to get on there if you found an interesting article, you can get in there and share a link to it. If you've created a new ebook, you're able to send out a message and say, hey, come check out our new ebook. We've got some really great ideas that you might be interested in. Also in Twitter, you're able to get in there and set up a list, because sometimes as your following grows, there's a ton of static on Twitter, and it's really tricky to sift through it all. So with the list, you're able to get in there and really create a streamlined, thoughtful process to be able to sit down and engage with people who you really think are people you want to engage with, and to really build and nurture a community. So Twitter itself, as a standalone, is really, really impressive. After Twitter, we've got Buffer, or the Buffer app, which is another way of using Twitter, but it's a scheduling process. So through Buffer, which is a really useful website, you're able to get in there and let's say you've got 20 interesting things, or 20 interesting links, 20 interesting articles that you want to get out, but you don't want to send them out an entire block. So through Buffer, you're able to get into the application and to set up a schedule so that your tweets will come out and not flood someone else's stream. It's a great way of streamlining your ideas, getting out really important links and articles and ways to engage, but not to do a massive dump on somebody else's Twitter stream. So Buffer is a really great idea for that. It's also connected, let's say you do a weekly newsletter and you've done it through Scoop.it. It's connected to Scoop.it. If you go through and you use a social sharing tool like DigDig, it's networked through DigDig. You're also able to get in there, let's say you've got WordPress set up, that's where your blog, your clinic's blog is blogging and using useful things. You're able to get through Buffer, link it up, and Buffer will do all the heavy lifting. Another great tool is Communit. Communit is a community engagement tool which really helps to sift through and nurture your community as you build it. It gives you some great community insights. You're able to sit down and see who's engaged with you on Twitter over the course of 7 days, over the course of 14 days, all the way up to an entire month span, and so on. You're able to get in there and see who's really been influential, who's been useful, who's been engaging with you, who might be somebody that you want to sit down and write a new ebook with, who might be somebody that you want to sit down and discuss your clinic specialty, if you're doing plastic surgery or if you're busy with Botox. Community is a great way to find other like-minded individuals. If you're a patient with lupus, or if you're a patient with a child at home who has ADHD, if you want to sit down and find other like-minded people in the community, Communit's a great way to do that. They've also got some great analytics that you're able to sit down and really look through and to help visualize and get an idea of what tweets are coming to you, if people are sharing your ideas, if people are favoriting your ideas, then Communit's able to do that. I know that there's a lot of people who are interested in and busy with tweet chats. Tweet chats are really great in the healthcare community, and they're really useful. For those that don't know, a tweet chat is a collection of Twitter users who get together on, let's say, Sunday night at 8 o'clock for the healthcare social media chat. People get together from all over the world and sit down and follow a specific hashtag and share ideas. So, Tweet Chat is a wonderful platform on Twitter that you're able to sit down and your Twitter stream for the hashtag that you're following will come through like a chat session. Because sometimes if you're following a tweet chat through, let's say, TweetDeck or Hootsuite, it might be really overwhelming if there's 20 participants and they're all sharing ideas on the fly. So TweetChat helps to streamline your chat experience. Some really great features within TweetChat are the ability to pause a chat. So if you want to go back through and review, let's say, something that Kevin MD had to say, then you're able to go back through, review it, and actually see what he said, and then you can have a thoughtful response, rather than sitting and having to sift through the static. So TweetChat's a great way to do that, and to sit down and really go through and participate in the chat, rather than lurking off on the side. Not that anything's wrong with being a lurker, but if you really want to sit down and engage, TweetChat's the way to go. Another really great tool that uses Twitter is Topsy. Topsy is a social media search engine. So similar to Google or Bing, you're able to go into Topsy and type in an idea or a hashtag or a phrase. And Topsy will return to you some of the top tweets, some of the top Google Plus shares, but we're talking Twitter. So some of the top tweets from that specific search result. So if you've gone in, you've typed in hashtag HCSM, then Topsy will return results about healthcare social media. So you're able to get in there and see what's the community talking about, what are they sharing, are there any new interesting infographics that the community shared, and you're able to get in there and see what the community is talking about to really help and enrich your Twitter experience. And then in turn, you're able to share some of those ideas with your Twitter following. It's also really nice inside Topsy is under each tweet that they've got in their search results, you're able to go through and see how many other people have engaged with that. So let's say MD Web Pro sent out a new tweet about our newest health ebook. You're able to go in there and see that there's been 14 people who have engaged it, either retweeted it, shared it, favorited it, or they responded to MD Web Pro about this new ebook. So you're able to see what's popular and what's kind of fallen to the bottom. So Topsy is a really great tool. Another really great tool is Hootsuite. Hootsuite's a great way to streamline Twitter. You can set up all of your lists, you can organize your lists, your search results. It's one large platform that you're able to get in there and really see what's going on. So if you want to take your Twitter experience to the next level, something like Hootsuite will do that for you. One of the really great things about Hootsuite is you're able to work in a large collaborative team. So let's say your clinic has a large office staff and it also has a large group of physicians working there. If everyone's regularly involved on Twitter, then it's kind of hard to see what's going on. Who's responded to who, lots of things begin to overlap. So through Hootsuite, you're able to set up your team. So for MD Web Pro, we are able to set up our team and we know what other people within our team are doing. So if Mark went in and he responded to a direct message, then there's a label on there that we know he's already responded. Or if a tweet has come through and nobody's responded, then we know that there's no label on there and we need to get in there and respond to help grow and build our Twitter family. So, in review, we've got 6 great tools that'll get you up and running on Twitter. Twitter itself, the basic platform, get in there, dig around, it's really great. Set up some lists of people who you might feel are the thought leaders in the community and kind of follow and see what they do on there. It's a really great way to organize Twitter and sift out the static. Buffer is a great way to share and to schedule and look at some analytics of what your tweets are doing. It's a really robust free platform. You get in there, sign up. It's a quick turnaround time. Communit's another great community. It's free. Well, it's freemium, so which means that they've got a free platform and they've got the paid platform, all depending on how much you're going to use it. But Communit's a really great platform, really great, wonderful support that they've got there, and they're really hands-on. If you're heavily involved in different tweet chat sessions, check out tweet chat. It's online. You're able to get in there and to help kind of focus and streamline your Twitter chat experience. Topsy is a great way for finding social media related information, things that have been shared on the social web, like on Twitter and Google+. Topsy is a great way to sift through it all and really find out what the people are talking about, what other physicians are talking about, what other office managers are talking about, to really get an idea of what the community is talking about. And Hootsuite is a great way to send out your tweets, to really build a team platform to get in there and organize. Well, thanks very much. As always, thanks very much for coming to Medical Marketing Monday. I'm Stuart, and this is your Twitter Toolbox.